Hello YouTube friends. Previously I talked about providing amphipods as a supplemental food source for my seahorses, but I didn't anticipate they were such great hunters that they would deplete the populations, especially the adults, pretty quickly. Naturally, they start going for the larger adults and deplete them pretty quickly before they move on to the smaller offerings. But the problem with that is once the adults are gone, they are not reproducing in the tank. So I decided it would be in my best interest to try to culture the amphipods so that the adults can be separated and continue breeding, and then I can re-add them back into the tank. So here I am putting together a 20-gallon long aquarium, and I'm pulling out the filter pad from the top of my sump, and I'm going to repurpose this. You can see already there are some amphipods coming off of the pad, but I'm going to cut it up sort of like a mop, and further into the video I'll show you the reason that I'm doing that. Okay, so here it's ready to go. I'm going to put the tank on its stand, and I'm adding 2 tiny little sponge filters. Those will just add oxygen and clear up the water a bit. Won't really clean so much, but I'm also adding other filter media in here just so that the amphipods have a place to grow. And then you can see I emptied my sump and I put my filter media in a bucket to rinse it off, and it is loaded with amphipods. So I will be using those towards the culture, and you can see in the buckets at the bottom there were more amphipods. So I've added water. I've started adding the amphipods in there, and you can see pretty quickly that they start adhering to the filter media that's in there. I pulled off some pieces of macroalgae that were on my power head just to throw in for a little extra food, but if you look carefully you can see the amphipods hanging onto the filter media. Here's another view of them, and they're moving around. But they'll burrow in there, they'll reproduce. But I was disappointed how little I was able to pull out from the seahorse tank, so I did order some more, and I have them acclimating now. You can see them swimming around in the main tank. So I add some of the new order into the main tank and some to the culture. And we can see definitely a greater population here. So when I'm ready to harvest, I just take my filter media out and I get a container and I just shake the media in there. And the amphipods fall out. And you can see at the bottom there's a nice collection of them, and I add it right into the aquarium. And then they start swimming around right away looking for a home, place to hide, maybe before they get eaten. And we'll see long term if this works. Thanks for watching. Take care.